So in this video, I found a kind of newer DC Multiverse figure. I came across the Hugo Strange figure. The mask accessory is very cool to have because I'll probably use that with Chameleon, which I think is cool. And what else is there to be said? Let's take it.
And here we have a closer look at the figure, and it already looks like this Batman mold has been reused a couple times in the DC Multiverse line, which is not really new to DC Multiverse. Reuse Batman stuff every wave, every day, all day. So here is a closer look at Hugo Strange, and that head sculpt looks really cool. It kind of sold me on picking this figure up. Is it wrong that I'm picking this figure up for the head sculpt and the mask accessory? Maybe. It does have the cloth cape in the back there, so that's a bonus. Again, the gray and dark blue Batman costume is pretty dope. I don't know if that Batman emblem is specifically for this costume. I don't really think I've seen that one before, but it could also be a specific comic run that has that logo. Like I was saying, the head sculpt's really cool. I might peel that sticker off and throw it somewhere in the background here. And on the back, got a very dope drawing of Hugo Strange. Again, the side got his name. And bring them back to the front here. I think it's just time to open this sucker up. What the hell? And here's Hugo Strange outside of the box, looking pretty dope, but I think I'm going to jump into some of the accessories before we take a closer look at the figure here. We'll start first with that cool, I guess, Bruce Wayne mask accessory. I'm not entirely sure on why the Hugo Strange is wearing the Batman costume, so I'm just assuming that this is Bruce Wayne's like mask face thing. I'm going to be giving this accessory to the Chameleon. I think that would be kind of dope. We got two extra sets of hands here. We got a fist and an open hand, and both hands have these very cool kind of glove detail on them. Glove detail. Every DC Multiverse figure comes with a stand, and we got the character card here, and on the back we got a description there if you would like to pause and read that. And bringing the main figure back in here, it is a very cool figure. Like I've said, I do kind of already own this figure as I have the black and gray Hush variant of Batman. And the whole idea I was kind of going for, I realized, was thrown out the window when I realized the head and neck are one piece. I kind of forgot that he did that, so that kind of screws over the idea of head swapping. Usually the McFarlane stuff, it's not really head swapping is in the series. There's like the odd couple figures that have alternate heads, but I still might try and pop this off and at least try and get a different Batman head sculpt on here. I might maybe commission one online and have the blue and gray bat suit. The cape here is a interesting material, but it does have some bendy wire, which is very cool to see that you have some more dynamic posing when it comes to the cape. And I guess keeping with the posing, we can jump into that quickly. The head can look very far up, very far down. There is a good amount of head tilt. Ooh, left and right. It's a little difficult there. The arms will go very far up there. They'll go 360. There is a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. There is a swivel and hinge on all the hands. There is a diaphragm joint. And it crunches back more so than forward. There is a beautiful Joby de Hongmin. Kick forward a decent amount there. We got the double jointed knees. no boot. We got the foot hinge up and down, the Sharpness Prime beam, and then we got the toe articulation. So for the first size comparison here, we have the black variant Hush Batman that is using a lot of the same parts here. I guess the boot sculpt is different and the chest is obviously different, but it looks like a lot of the same parts are being used. I do prefer the bendable cape though. The rubber one's too heavy. We have the Three Jokers Batman. We're a very dope figure there. We'll throw in a Joker there. That is the Killing Joke Joker with the Arkham Asylum head kind of blue tacked on there. I think it looks super dope. As well as the Red Hood body, but with the new 52 head put on there, which also, I think that looks super sick. Although now with this one, the neck is stuck onto the body, so only the head can pop off. So that goes the idea of popping the neck out and putting this head on this body. That kind of sucks. So I guess that's more or less it for this video. Just taking a quick look at this new Hugo Strange Batman. I do enjoy the color of blue and gray. It looks very cool. I still would like to try and do some form of head swaps down the road. Like I said, I can probably pop off the whole neck part and maybe commission or figure out how to get a different Batman head sculpt put on there and just have a classic gray and blue Batman. I know that there have been previous figures released with that same coloring scheme, but I was kind of hoping I could do some head swaps. It's going to be a lot more difficult than I realized. But the figure itself is still cool, so I can't really fault it for not picking it up for wanting head swaps, because that's not what it was intended for. Would I have preferred if he had just a more suited body? Yeah. Would I have liked if the heads would have been able to pop off so I could make some kit bashed figures? Yeah, definitely. But do I still enjoy the figure? I do. I enjoy these kind of expressive hands that are on the figure right now. And with previous Batman figures with this body, there is the more smooth glove hands, and the other ones have more grooves to them, which has kind of been a running theme with a lot of the Batman stuff with the gloves not matching up, which is kind of interesting, but whatever. I do enjoy the cape. Having the bending wire is definitely a bonus, and overall, I do think it's cool. The very menacing smile with some of the intense hand gestures, I still think I could get some cool poses out of it, and I do like the idea of having a video where Strange's fixation on Batman is like leads him to wearing the costume. There's probably a specific reason why he's actually wearing it. It's probably in a previous comic or something, and I just don't really know the lore of it. So if you know the exact reason why he's wearing this costume, it'd be super dope if you could throw that in the comments. But regardless, I still think it's a cool figure. And yeah, thanks for watching.